This time I'll put my back into it. And doing this shit.
I got you now. I got you any second now.
That's how we're starting.
What's
up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Yap Wars podcast. Introduce yourself. No one knows you because no one loves you.
I'm known as the co-host here.
Yap of the week.
Please,
Go.
bro.
Hit us with your Yap of the week.
Welcome back, guys. I don't want to do a Yap of the week. How about that?
You don't want to do a Yap of the week?
No, jokes. No, wait. I'll take it back. Okay, no.
Go.
My Yap of the week, short and sweet, Invincible. I'm loving it.
Ooh, yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like they dropped the ball with that Hell episode, man. I hated that trash.
It was,
that was
filler?
so bad. I don't know.
filler?
I don't think it was in the comics, man.
No, there wasn't a hell. There wasn't a.
So bad.
Are you talking about Damien Darkblood or whatever?
Yeah.
No, they never went to hell.
Bro, it was so bad, and it's rated like the lowest episode of Invincible. There was no point of the whole episode. It added nothing. It was genuinely a filler episode. But other than that,
I see some people hate on it.
it was really bad.
Yeah.
But they finally got around to the Viltrumite War and bro, Conquest versus Invincible round 2.
Yeah, but yay.
Bro,
I seen that anime like the meme where because he tells him about like after season 3 where he
Yeah,
tells him
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
lonely
Yeah.
and then mentions it.
Yeah.
I haven't started the season yet, but I've read the comics.
dude, I read the fight in the comics before this episode came out, and it was
Why would
brutal
you do
in the
that to
comics.
yourself?
But I don't know. I've started enjoying reading comics.
Oh, yeah?
But the thing is, I need to be more consistent. Read the whole run instead of what I want.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I read that fight and it was brutal in the comics. Yeah,
Fake fan, by the way.
it's got nothing on how brutal the show is, bro.
Yeah, I've seen clips.
Because there's one thing of looking at people screaming and whatnot, but hearing like the voice actor, he's like not even like he starts like whimpering and
Apparently, a lot of people were upset. Like I remember, I was actually on TikTok defending the actual choking.
yeah.
Because a lot of people were like, oh, bro, he can survive in space for that as long as he can, but Mark can choke him. I'm like, bro, come on.
Yeah, like people are just overdoing it at that point. It is
like,
what
bro,
it is.
come on.
But
Basic
man,
biology.
it was so like brutal seeing like him ripping out his guts, and like the whole time Mark is like screaming, and then it turns from pain to like whimpering and crying. Oh my god, dude! And the sound of him pulling them out, and you just see he keeps pulling and he's squeezing them as he pulls them. It was so brutal, bro. It was insane.
Bro, I watched the first season, I remember, and then I was like, bro, because I had never heard of it before. And then I was like, bro, I need to get into the comics ASAP. I'm not waiting. Because I thought there were going to be like 4 years between every season. I'm like, I'm not waiting for that. And then after I read the comics, I was so happy I read the comics because it was 4 years till season 2. But then they started churning them out every year.
3 years.
3 years? Yeah. And then they started churning them out every year. And I was like, I have no desire to watch it. It's good. I've seen clips and whatnot. And a lot of people are saying it's amazing.
It's great.
But because I've read the comics, now I'll go back and read parts that because I've sped through them, bro. Like I was like...
Yeah, fair enough.
Just
But look, I wanted to actually, you know how you're a big fan of like animation over live action?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to give you a little bit pushback on that take. I think when it comes to emotion, I think live action is on top. Because there's a scene where they did it differently than it is in the comics, where Omni-Man's trying to apologize to Debbie.
Yeah.
And you know, the scene is good and whatever, but then they showed the inside booth voice recording of Sandra. I'm not sure her last name is pronounced. And she is acting her ass off, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. And then I compare that to the animation. And look, I think it's mainly to do with the Invincible producers are giving no money for the animation. No money. So I think it is some of that. But I feel like when it comes to capturing the brutality of emotion, I think live action does that better.
Yeah, I would say so. Like the facial
expressions.
you can't get it as good as you can
as animation.
But I think as a whole,
sure. But I think those moments where like it's so brutal and like heartfelt, I think it sort of took away the animation took away from the moment because you can hear it in the voice actress, right? She's working her ass off, but then Debbie's facial expressions are so.
But to be fair, if you look at like animated movies, for example, like Spirited Away, like Howl's Moving Castle, Miyazaki's is his name Miyazaki? pretty sure it is.
Miyazaki.
Yeah, Miyazaki. Yeah, I think I got it wrong. I'm very bad with
No, you got
those
it.
names.
You're
I got
crazy.
it. I'm crazy. I'm him. Yeah, his animation's not normal. Like, bro, he encapsulates that emotion, or like the way he animates and whatnot. And there's a lot of animes.
Yeah, we should do agree.
Where they do, and when the voice actor is that good, like. I know we don't agree that dub and sub, like you think dub's bad, whatever. But even in sub, like when the voice actor locks in, like Aaron's voice actor, when they lock in, bro.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean. Fair. Like it also that plays a big part.
I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
You're right,
like for example, did you watch what was the new one? It was a Miyazaki movie as well, The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
Did you watch that one?
No, I didn't get that.
Robert Pattinson. I did not know it was Robert Pattinson until the credits.
Seriously?
I was like, bro, the Heron. He's the Heron. Bro, he's like, bah! But I did not know it was him. And it was amazing. Complemented with the actual animation of the face. Bro, go back and watch the old Miyazaki movies.
Yeah.
That animation is not normal, bro.
Yeah,
the fluidity, it's like a real person, bro.
Yeah.
The way he moves and everything. No, it's not like it's 2D images.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
No, look, I'm not saying it's bad. I think,
but I do think, live action.
That is probably the only edge, maybe I'd say, that I give to live action.
Yeah,
I think animation has everything else signed up.
Especially if you have like a star cast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
this Sandra actress was phenomenal in the booth, bro. Like, I was seeing her performing it in a booth and feeling more emotion than the actual animation.
Yeah,
but again, I think that comes to Invincible's producers are spending more money on A-list actors for.
But I'm rewatching Ben 10 now. Like even a lot of the serious scenes, it's the same face. It's just that is. But then again, like that's cartoons for you. You know what I mean? So it's really up to the voice actor to carry and drive home the point.
Definitely.
But I would agree that, especially, bro. You know what the problem is, but as well, like I feel like with Invincible, if you give it to voice actors that need to pay the rent. And need this to keep going, they would work.
Yeah.
Like they spend so much money on their voice actors. When you bro, I don't need as much as I love hearing J. Jonah Jameson's J. Jonah Jameson. I don't even know his actual name, bro.
Yeah.
What's his name?
J. Jonah Jameson, come on.
J. Jonah Jameson, that's it. Bro, I forget his name. Like I literally call him that. That's all I know him as. Anyway, I would love to hear his voice. Wherever. Yeah. Wherever you put him, I'd love it. But I would much rather better animation for someone who's not as well known. You know?
I agree with that.
Yeah, like I do think it takes a big part of like when you're watching something animated because it's that medium. The reason you've switched to that medium rather than having
animation.
It's for the animation. You know what I mean? Because animation has a way of telling things and showing things. Like they exaggerate things better than like any live action can.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you actually get the themes and you get the emotions and all that through the actual animation. So, and to talk to you about emotion, if you remember Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, when his uncle dies, you don't just see him like, no, uncle. The colors around him are changing, the music, everything. Like animation, like they don't just rely on the faces of the thing. They rely
I agree.
On everything.
It makes, 100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
And like the camera, whatever, but they can have their own camera. But bro, like there's a lot that goes into it, and I think they should have spent a lot more time and money to their animation.
So that's my yap of the week. What about you?
Bro, my yap of the week, the first one, I got a couple. I'll get the boring one out of the way. I'm getting married next week. Yeah. I'm about
to me.
Yes. Weddings next week. By the time you see next week's episode, I'm already gone. Sorry guys. You're gonna have to post that episode. Yeah, that for the next whole week it's on you. But you know what? This guy's a king. As much as I can't stand him, this guy's a king. He's always got my back.
I'm just kicking it here and I got assaulted. Whoa.
Yeah, I hope they heard that.
They will hear that.
Yeah. The next one, Crimson Desert.
This is the fourth week in a row he's yapping about.
No, second week.
Let me hear it.
I am loving the game, bro. It's so fun. But you see, I just complimented him. I just said he carries me. I said he's like a very good bloke. I listened to him yap and also put myself with him in certain situations. And he didn't even charge his phone. He didn't even put it on the charger. He's just letting it dangle. Like he's just letting it dangle. You know what? Now I have to get up and I have to put it on charge.
Do it.
See?
Look at this. Yeah, good boy. No, wait, no, wait. I kind of like that.
What?
Come back here.
Hey, man.
Hey, this isn't like this. Come back.
It wasn't meant to go like that,
Come
man.
back.
Okay.
Come back. No, I'm joking.
Okay, let's get that right there.
No, we cooked the angle, bro.
Did I
Fix the
actually-
angle right now. You know, we're going to do all of this live. Fix that.
Like that?
Oh my god, now I'm going to get up and do it.
No,
Because you're
that's like
useless.
this. That's it.
No, it's not like this. Yeah.
It is. Come on, bro. One hand up. You look good, bro. You look good. Don't worry.
Do I?
Yeah. Hey, bro. We need to get
Okay,
back on track.
we need to focus.
Anyway, it's fucking piece of shit, bro. Ah, I just swore, bro. You always make me swear. Anyway, we'll bleep that out. Yeah, but Crimson, it's so fun, bro. It's so fun. Like, I'm getting so busy with renos and whatnot, so during the day, I don't really have that much time to play. But, bro, I'm up all night. You know what? I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to beat your ass. It's so rude. Wait, the camera's here. So rude. Anyway, I'm going to get onto the last one. They, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Yeah. The One Piece anime.
Wait, I'm actually sorry. Like, genuinely tell me about Crimson Desert. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Crimson, it's so fun,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I've put in about...
How has the game changed since the beginning?
Okay. I still don't really care about the story, but it's a lot better.
Okay.
It's a lot better than it was. Boss fights are amazing. They're so fun. I don't like some mechanics of the boss fights. You just know that you have to spam heals and dodge, you know, because they give you this thing, it's called a Palmer pill, where after you die, you can take it. And if you have a Palmer pill, you get revived with 30% of your life. And then with the refined Palmer pill, you get 100% of your life. The refined ones are a bit harder, but you can farm them basically. So a lot of the bosses feel like they have that in mind. Like they have that certain mechanic in mind where you can just keep coming back because you cannot dodge them. And as someone that I refuse to use Palmer pills, you know, sometimes I refuse to heal. I'm like, bro, I got this, you know?
You're an elitist.
I'm an elitist, yeah? But there are times where it's like he has this much health. I'm like, bro, I'm using a Palmer pill. I'm not doing this again. You know what I mean? So I've kind of shot myself in the foot. I was like, bro, if he's quarter health left, then I'll use a Palmer pill. Okay. Because then it's just bullshit. But if I don't get him to at least quarter, I'm not, you know? Which is just a tip. Use that because...
you can use my tip.
What'd you say?
Okay, next year. What was that?
I was trying to think of something. I couldn't think of anything.
You froze.
Yeah, well, I just...
Bro froze.
Another thing, bro, the fighting. So I have this... I'll give you a small rundown of what you can do. Your weapons, you can upgrade them, but the real upgrade comes into those, they're called abyss gears.
Yes.
Where you slot them in, and then that's where your build works around. I have this thing that when I have two moves, so a heavy attack shoots out crows that target an individual and stagger them.
Right. Okay.
Right? So if stagger them, and then I have wolf claws, so they're called shadow claws, that if you're close enough, it will actually hit them and like knock them back a bit and stagger them a bit. And then I have another move. It's called the turning slash. In that turning slash, I have 4 things that proc. I have volcano comes out. I have ground surge that comes out. I have it's 3 things, I think. I have nature's echo, and I have one more where it's like it doubles the actual hit. Yeah, bro. When I tell you, they'll put you against. So you have to like take over a stronghold, and they'll put you against like 100 people. Yeah. And I'm spamming my moves.
Yeah.
And it's
That's cool.
so fun. Because what he does, the thing I love about this game is when you're locked onto someone, it will zoom to them, right? And because I'm killing them so quickly, it goes zoom, and I'm murdering. Like, you'll see the bar, it's like at 100% and there's like 200 of them. And you get, and it's just going so fast. It's so good, bro. It's so much fun. So much fun. I'm bumping it up. Like, I know I said 6, but I cannot, in good faith, give a game that's giving me this much fun. I still haven't finished the game. I still have, I think, at least 20 hours, 30 hours. if I really want to nerd out, but I don't think I will because Diablo's coming out soon, which I'm gonna be streaming.
Yeah, we will.
We're gonna be streaming soon. But because Diablo's coming out, so I have 2 more weeks to pump out as much as I can. Yeah. And unfortunately, I'm getting married, so I have to go deal with that.
Unfortunately?
No, don't tell my wife.
We'll see, buddy.
We'll see, buddy.
Yeah, get through your Let's go.
And last thing, One Piece. The remake, the anime remake, they showed something, bro. I come to the thing, I'm like, bro, when? They didn't give an exact release date.
Is it this year?
Hopefully. You're safe. Hey, we're cool.
What's this episode,
bro? This is what happens when there's nothing that comes out. We just start. Yeah, but that's my yap of the week. It was a bit of a yapper.
Okay, so now it's time for me to yap a little bit.
Okay.
This is now the Resident Evil 9 Requiem review.
Let's review.
Let's review. So I wrote a couple of things down here. You haven't played it, but I've written down things in a way where we can both sort of talk about what's going on. Okay. So to start off with, the game is split into 2 gameplay styles. The first is Grace, and the second is Leon.
So Grace is the girl, the skinny girl,
is the girl,
and Leon is the guy that does backflips.
Leon is that beautiful man. But let's start with, I'm going to give you the positives and negatives of each of them, and then I'm going to give you an overall rating and thing. Okay. So positives for Grace is the tension and horror. Like when I'm playing as Grace, I really feel like what she's feeling. Like the atmosphere is amazing. You're stuck in these crowded corridors with things running towards you, or like something popping out of you, like in your sight. The lights are going off. Oh, bro, the tension is phenomenal. And then you go into creepier and creepier places like mine shafts and all this stuff. It's amazing. The atmosphere is great.
I love horror games like that.
Bro, horror games, they're so fun, man. They get the heart pumping.
I love horror games where you're not OP.
Well, you're not OP. Exactly, yeah. 100%.
Because eventually when you get OP, it's just...
Yes.
It's not a horror game
anymore. It's not a horror game
slasher.
anymore, yeah. And I think for all the Grace sections, they handle that wonderfully. Your resources are limited. You're scrambling to get whatever you can. Every shot that I missed when I as Grace, I was like, bro, I missed that shot. It's that serious, And I love that. The next thing that goes into my next point, which is looting. I think the looting and crafting system is great. Your resources are so limited, but it doesn't feel like when you get your resources and craft them, you're getting bullshit out of it. Like you're actually getting something that isn't OP but adds a lot to your experience. That helps you with your stealth or gives you the correct ammo or the healing that you need and whatnot. So
it's good enough to keep you going, but not
it is exactly you nailed it. And the final,
can I nail you?
the final thing, I have 2 more positives. The suspense and mystery. So Grace is involved in the story. She's a newcomer to the Resident Evil series. 9 games in, she's a new person. So so
this is her first.
This is her first game. So they handle it in a way that I think is phenomenal, and that a lot of shows and movies, such as like She-Hulk, for example, don't hit the nail on. Which is they bring in a new character without detracting from the face of the franchise, which is Leon. So they bring in Grace in a way that is so unique and fresh, and like it makes you root for her without showing Leon as some loser. Like it keeps that aspect of Leon being a badass.
I love that. I hate games where they introduce someone new, and then they make the person that you've loved all these years just
trash. But this game doesn't do that. And the last thing for Grace that's a positive is the voice acting. Dude, she nails whoever the voice actress is. She nails the role.
I'm telling you, brother ate his words. He always said English voice actors aren't good.
I'm only holding that for anime dub. Like I just feel like anime dub voice actors have a guild where it's only like a couple of them. You know that, right? That's the thing that irritates me.
So it's not the actual voice acting. You don't like that they're in a club.
Without me.
Now you know what? To be fair, when voice acting, I know this is a bit of a sidetrack, but when voice acting is done with our culture in mind, like how we talk, it's done right. It's not done right, but like done how we speak. It's really well.
You can't imitate another culture's thing.
It's really hard. Like I feel like, but I don't think they ever would. But I feel like they should make it so that they'll translate it, not only translate the actual words, but translate how we would say them. And it'll make anime dub way
genuinely
better.
Would.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, she nails it. Every breath she takes, like you can. I don't know how to explain it, but you know how like we breathe in normally, like, but like her breathing is like so staggered every time she's scared. Like it's just amazing. Her voice acting, she does too many of these though. Like she does that constantly, bro. Dude, I swear to God, there's like a compilation on YouTube called Grace is Staggering. She's constantly like this. What do you want? Leon.
I thought you said like,
No. Hey, that was good. I have no negatives for her. Like I loved everything as I played her. But I'm moving on to Leon now. So Leon, I'm gonna get through these a bit quicker. Leon, the combat and action is so awesome. Like, you know, there is that tension of Grace, but then you get Leon and he's doing backflips and kicks and all this.
He's like therapeutic, like because of what they've done to you. They're like, come here, get this.
Oh, bro, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. I feel like his story is a little bit better than Grace's, because I won't spoil it, but like Grace's story is to do more so of why she's in the story, whereas Leon has a story of a drive behind him. Like his story is, I failed too many times, I can't fail here, and you really feel that instead of the mystery aspect of Grace, like the redemption arc, and like, you know, you as cool as he tries to act, he always has this thing in the back of his mind: I failed so many times, like I can't fail here as well, that sort of thing, right? His one-liners are the funniest things on the planet. But let me tell you this one interaction, yeah. He gets escorted into this room by a doctor, yeah, and then the doctor turns around and a zombie comes through the room and starts eating the doctor. There's a solid 10-15 seconds where the zombie is like eating the doctor and Leon does nothing except, what? This is Leon, by the way. And so finally the zombie like kills the doctor, and then he comes towards Leon. Leon kicks him and goes, I think I want a second opinion. Dude, she just died because of you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let me get a quip out real quick.
Bro, there's another scene where he's chasing someone on a motorcycle, and then he like shoots him or something, and then he falls over, and then Leon's like, got to keep your eye on the road. Bro, it's the funniest thing ever. Bro, it's so funny. He's so awesome. And of course, Leon is back. He's been missing from Resident Evil 7 and 8. So as a fan of the Resident Evil series, it's so awesome to have him back. And he's an aged version of Leon. He still keeps his like awesomeness, like his aura. You know, his aura and his one-liners. They don't make him like, you know, oh, I'm an old guy. They keep everything of his that's awesome.
Kind of like how they make Kratos and all that.
Okay, you don't know what you're talking about. Anyways,
you proved it for me.
And so now I have a couple negatives about Leon though. There's no stealth, no tension, and no horror as you play as him, which it's just jarring going from Grace, where like you're so conservative with your ammo and your resources, and you're so worried.
I guess that's the bad side of it.
Yeah. So that's moving into my overall, and I'm going to end up here. I feel like the game has an identity crisis where they want you to be like, hey, Leon is back. So Leon is like doing all this crazy shit, right? But I feel like that really detracts from the great part of the game, which is actually Grace's gameplay. As cool as Leon is, I feel like Grace's gameplay is what really carries the game for me, right? It's a fun time, but I feel like the game should have used more Grace, or they should have done Leon or Grace. They shouldn't have done both, because it's too jarring.
What if he was like a support character, like where he comes in and out, and then you have a special mission or two?
Yeah, look,
you reckon that would have been better?
I think a special mission or two, something akin to Venom's mission.
From Spider-Man
would have been better.
Yeah.
Like maybe the second last mission of the game is, you know what, we've terrorized you the whole game. Here's Leon.
Yeah.
Kick some ass as Leon, and then the final mission being Grace again. I think that would have been better, because it's honestly just too jarring, bro. It's you're playing two different games.
Yeah, like you're getting really in the mood of being scared and whatnot,
and now you're whooping some ass.
If they're constantly switching over, I
back
can
and
see
forth.
why it's.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I'll see why. Like, because I don't know. Am I playing a horror game? Am I playing a slasher game?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? Are you scaring me? Am I here to be entertained?
Absolutely,
you know?
Yeah. And the final thing. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So, like, for example, with what's her name? The girl. Grace. Like, you're getting scared and whatnot, and like you said, conserving ammo, and then you just get a one-liner from Leon, and you're like,
it's so. The thing is, like, I feel as a Resident Evil fan, you sort of accept that, because, like, I knew going in, anytime I play as Leon, I'm gonna hear the funniest one-liners and stuff. But I feel like you played as him too often.
Too often, yeah.
Like I think every other mission or 2 missions, you're playing as Leon or Grace. You switch
Do
back and
you
forth too
think,
much.
however, if they would have done so would you say they did 50-50 Grace and
Yeah,
Leon?
they did 50-50.
So if they switched it to like a 70-30
even
Grace,
70-30, I wouldn't like.
like an 80-20 or 90-10?
My personal preference, 90-10.
So you don't reckon that people who probably bought the game because they're like, oh, Leon's back, only get 10% of the game be Leon? Would they be upset?
That's true, but in my opinion, quality over quantity.
Oh, okay.
So that the sections that you play as Leon are way more memorable. They stick with you, and you're still like, Leon's back. You know what, Yellow? If he gets good enough, like traction, will make him the main character in the next game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I personally would have liked the 90-10. But it's 50-50. My final good thing about the game is the soundtrack is amazing. When you're playing as Grace, the tension and horror in the soundtrack is phenomenal.
That's very important.
And then when you're playing as Leon, you get that action fun moment.
Yeah, so they're getting
it's
your
great.
feelings right.
Yeah. So overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. I really wanted to give this a 9. 6?
Yeah.
Because you played the game. Overall 8 out of 10. Again, I loved both sections. I feel like they should have stuck to one though instead of 50-50. That's my biggest detractor from the game. As much as I wanted to give it a 9 out of 10, I couldn't. So my final rating of Resident Evil Requiem is an 8 out of 10.
Cracker.
Okay.
That's cracker.
So I yapped for a bit, so I apologize, and now we can.
Why are you apologizing on the Yap Wars?
On the Yap Wars.
You know what I mean? Before we get into anything serious, bro, you seen me when I was writing this.
Yeah, you were giddy.
Yeah,
you were giddy,
bro. Yeah. I wanted to do a bit of a fun section.
Let's change it up.
Who would win? Okay. It's not boss fights. It's not which Marvel or DC character. These are just situations I thought of in my head, and I want to get your opinion on them.
Right.
So the first one I have is a rhino. Yeah, a rhino with its thick hide, whatever, versus 100 bloodlusted, weaponized roosters. So they have like blade claws.
Oh,
yeah. And they're like fighter roosters. Like, you know how they have them in the chickens fighting?
How many roosters?
There's 100. But they're fighting a full proper rhino. Who do you think would win?
Oh, dude, that's a good one. I think the rhino.
You reckon the rhino's
I
better?
reckon the rhino. Like, he'll just like run around stomping them in the.
Yeah, because I don't think they have the power.
They don't have
to
the power.
cut through his skin. Yeah. I reckon the rhino as well.
I reckon the rhino.
But I reckon...
Bro, who's the funniest fight of all time.
Yeah. Best fight of all time. You know what? You guys let us know in the comments. This is going to be one of the TikTok clips. I want to know what you guys think. Who would win in a fight? A rhino or 100 bloodlusted weaponized roosters?
I love
and
that.
This next one is even better.
Okay.
This one, I think it's going to rival the other one. Okay. You got to stick with me for a bit.
Okay.
An angry immigrant father who's fixing his car and you're there with him. So imagine that anger.
So Superman level threat.
Superman level threat, yeah. Versus an Arab dad trying to pay the bill. 2 Arab dads trying to pay the bill. That sort of tension, yeah.
Oh.
Put that into one person. He's trying to pay the bill and this guy's trying to fix the car and making you hold the light. Who's winning in the fight?
Okay. Here's my justification.
Yeah.
I will go with the mechanic or the guy's trying to. Is he a mechanic in that scenario?
Because no. He's fixing his car and you're holding the light. He's like, hold the light properly. Yeah.
That one. By far. That is.
But an Arab dad trying to pay the bill.
No. That one is dangerous, yeah? But bro, the fear I get from my dad. What are you doing, bro? Oh my god. There's nothing like that.
There is no way an Arab dad doesn't pay the bill.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it. And they will punch on at the
they
counter.
Will punch on. They have the fearsomeness, yeah? But there's nothing like
that's just bloodlusted.
I'm seconds away from dying.
Yeah. You know what? You guys let us know as well. I think it's the Arab dad trying to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I've seen it...
You're an idiot.
Yeah. Hey, man, we're having a... This is meant to be fun, man. So this next section we're going to make out...
okay.
Yeah, it's right here. It says it right here in the book. It's in the book. We got to do it. Okay, so do you have any who?
Okay, yeah. I have 3. The first one, this is like a bit of an easy one. It's not necessarily a funny one. Superman versus Thrag, Brightburn, Homelander, and All Might. So Superman against those 4.
Okay. I'm going to say...
And let me give you the version of Superman before everyone like kills me. Superman can punch reality, which doesn't even make sense. All right, so relax. Sorry. I'm going with like a more grounded sort of Man of Steel Superman here. That sort of power level.
So Man of Steel, Henry Cavill Superman?
Henry Cavill Superman, let's say. That sort of, do you get like that general power scale?
Okay, I'm going to buff Superman a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm going to say the animated series, the animated movies Superman.
Okay.
I'll give him that because...
New 52 though, because the other ones are pretty broken.
Yeah, the animated movies that we watched.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that.
League animated movies.
Yeah.
Only one that I think has somewhat of a issue, Superman would have an issue with, is Brightburn. Because I think...
Brightburn?
Because Thrag, he annihilates Thrag.
He annihilates Thrag?
Yeah, like, bro, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing with Superman, yeah? Everyone, they get these Superman level characters.
Yeah.
And then you don't understand that he's a character that has to always win, right?
Yeah.
And eventually, even if you nerf him back down, you can't nerf him to a level of Golden Age where he can't fly anymore. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're telling me Golden Age Superman, any one of these
of course,
beats
but
him
like,
because he's
I'm
like
talking
the power.
like New 52
New
animated.
52 is still busted. Like,
Yeah.
he's busted, right? So, even a Man of Steel Superman, right? Like, that, think of it, Man of Steel at the end where he's getting shot by that gravity machine, right?
Dude, yeah.
That level, first of all, the sound of it alone would immobilize Thrag.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, fair.
Homelander got what's its name, shoved in his ear.
That was bullshit.
A pencil shoved in his ear. You know what I mean? Which, even if we don't take that into account, he isn't. So Homelander's never fought anyone at anywhere near his level.
Yeah.
So as soon as he fights someone his level, if he doesn't win condition straight away, like he doesn't win straight away, he has nothing.
That's fair.
Like he's only been a bully.
Okay.
So I don't think he can withstand someone.
So what about All Might?
All Might?
But remember, it's these four against
Yeah. So I'm trying to break it down one by one,
Okay.
and then
So All Might.
Yeah, All Might unfortunately hasn't shown anything that could withstand
Really?
Superman. Like All Might's strongest output, but then again, we've only ever seen All Might after All For One hurt him. But even if you go back and think about like what he can possibly do, he doesn't really have anything that could scale towards what Superman has. But in saying that, I think All Might is a way better character. I love All Might. I love All Might because All Might. Have you watched My Hero Academia?
No, I haven't.
Bro, if you want a personification of what it means to be a hero and the ramifications of what it is to have a hero figure that everyone adores in the world, watch My Hero Academia for All Might.
Okay.
All Might is the perfect depiction of a superhero.
Okay.
Honestly, if you were to tell me All Might versus Superman, who represents a hero, hope, and what more? All Might.
More than Superman.
More than Superman.
Superman.
More than Superman. Bro, when
I feel like it must be. I feel like people. Look, I haven't watched it, but I think people are gonna kill you for this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to fight anyone.
All Might represents hope.
Bro,
more than Superman.
When I tell you, like hope and so look, there's this one scene. Actually, you know, I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to watch, bro. Usi.
Just tell me.
Okay, so there's a scene where he fights All For One.
Yeah,
right.
okay.
This is their final fight, right? And this, I'll actually show you it later.
Yeah.
And it's not that he's been a symbol of hope, like they show you exactly like Superman. They really dig into the thing to tell you that like they really drive that home that he's a hope.
He's hope,
you know, like they'll give him where he's helping little kids. Bro, this guy has an inch or like a speck of his power. Okay, and the way, bro, I'm geeking. The way they show it's like a little flame, right? And then All For One is beating his ass, and he's telling him, like, the reason I'm gonna win is because you care about these things. And then he goes to shoot something at a little girl. And he's basically using like 60 to 100, 200 quirks to punch him, right? And like every quirk in and of itself is overpowered. So imagine like this guy's using 200 of him. And these guys bleeding out, going in and out of his All Might massive form and his skinny form because of like... anyway, watch it. Bro, it's amazing, This guy, and then they switch back to that little that flicker of One For All, and it's like dying. And then his little skinny body comes and covers it, And then he tells him... like he's telling him the reason I'm gonna win, and there's people they're like, go, oh my god, like they're watching him on the TV, people are crying, that's whatever, cool. And bro, he doesn't even say I'm gonna beat you because it's good, because I'm good. He's like, bro, the All for One tells him, what you've already used all your power. What can you possibly do to me, bro? He drops this line where, bro, amazing. He goes to him. The reason, so he's going into with this hand, and then he dodges, and then he switches it to this hand, and he's like, this time I'll put my back into it. And bro, he like the way they animate it, and cool. It goes United State of. So basically, whenever he does his power, he'll say Delaware Smash, Colorado, whatever. Yeah. This is United State of Smash. Like this is all the whatever. So this is his most powerful thing. Rah! Bro, the voice acting. Yeah. Phenomenal. Yeah. The animation, phenomenal. The people watching him, bro, I was on my seat thinking, All for One's gonna get me. Doesn't win. Yeah. Bro, insane. Yeah. Not normal. And then when All for One is on the floor doing this shit, he stands and he's like bleeding out, whatever, and he's talking to the main character, but he's like doing it in a way where no one else would realize that, because at this point it's still a secret that he has the power. So he's standing like this, bleeding, switches, like he's back into his skinny form, for a second switches into that big form, and he goes, it's up to you guys now, bro. It's not normal. He goes, it's up to you, and the people looking at him hey, I am telling you, I have never, ever in my life, as much comics as I've read with Superman, and I love Man of Tomorrow, amazing. The animated series, amazing. Nothing in my old age have I seen something that has made me, this is my hero. You know what I mean? Because I always thought that All Might can never do it like how they do it. You know what I mean? Because even at the start, he wasn't really doing it for me. You know, at the start, he was like, oh, you know, this guy's just the number one hero. Like, he's trying to show himself. The way they tell you, nah, this guy isn't like, because the hero that comes second, he's kind of like an anti-hero. He has a redemption arc eventually, but he wants to become first. But All Might is at another level that he can never become first. So I thought they were going to do that thing where I generally thought they're going to make All Might corrupt or whatever at the start, because I was like, bro, I can't do another bad superhero that everyone loves. I don't like it. But bro, the turn I had on this one character, amazing. That's fair, amazing. Man. But to get back,
that was a whole
that's its own thing. To get back
Superman
to that,
versus Thrag, Superman versus Thrag, Brightburn, Homelander, I think All Might.
Brightburn is just Superman,
young version though.
Young version, But so the thing is, he's exactly Superman, but Superman has had more time to soak in the sun.
So I'm gonna go with Superman beats them for.
That's what I think. I think Superman beats them for.
I think Thrag is the only one here who gives him a proper fight.
I don't think so, bro.
I think Thrag gives him a good fight.
You know what? But I hate to get into like power scaling, because I don't really like power scaling that much. He is, but if we're talking about Superman, that's the thing. Like,
no, not animated, but animated version Superman. Like, that's what we're going with. So like the new 52 animated movies.
Yeah, he's still.
No, Thrag will give him problems. Superman wins that fight, but Thrag will give him problems. Thrag is to other Viltrumites what Viltrumites are to normal powered beings. Yeah. Thrag is broken.
So there was this thing where, like, and I actually liked it. It was like, this guy's like, me versus Thrag is a closer fight than Thrag versus Doomsday.
I disagree with that.
Doomsday. Like, they're talking about comics Doomsday. You're just thinking about you're just thinking about they're thinking about it in general. But I still, because the reason is, I don't like, they're at a point where they have to be so OP. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Where they have to be so OP, which actually gets me to, I'll get into it later with the Cooked or Cookie.
Let's wrap it up. So we both say Superman. Then.
Superman.
Okay, so now I'm gonna skip one of them just because we need to get to a couple things. So I'll get to this one. Me versus you. That's my versus scenario. I think I whoop your ass. And
you think you'd whoop my ass?
Let me explain it. Let me explain why I whoop your ass. Okay.
How about I just whoop your ass?
Okay.
How about this?
You haven't whooped my ass in 10 years.
Which camera?
I got you now. I got you any second now. Wife. She's gonna beat your ass.
He called his wife.
Yeah. That's part of my. That's my.
No,
summon.
that's why I ran away.
That's my summon. That's my summon.
Hey,
Domain expansion.
Yeah,
Why?
domain expansion.
She's
Why?
gonna whoop your ass now.
Hey, just the shoe comes flying at my head. Yeah, I think you got that.
Yeah.
You had me.
Yeah,
You
almost had me
yeah,
for my domain expansion.
Exactly.
That was close.
You had to pull it out.
Yeah. All right, so I think we have a couple more things today, but let's get to a bit of cooking, cooked or cooking.
Cooked or cooking. Yeah,
people
cooked or
people
cooking.
love the cooked or cooking segments that we have. So
It's
you want to get
actually
us
me
started?
or bots me.
Yeah.
I just love it so much.
All right, so I reckon we'll go through. How many do you have?
I got 3, but we pretty much spoke about one. We can power through it straight away.
So,
But so I think Invincible fans need to let go of the power scaling issues. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to the story.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to the.
You're cooking.
I'm cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm cooking as well. But people are like, oh, it's so inconsistent. It's bad writing. No, it's not. It's just because you can't quantify what a Viltrumite strength is. Like, who cares, bro?
Yeah, I feel like there's also the Viltrumites are basically Superman. What do you mean this kills them? I feel like there's a bit of that
like
in
no,
there too.
the thing is because a lot of it came from Robert Kirkman. They told him they had this theory where the reason Mark can overpower other people is because he has human adrenaline.
Okay.
So with the Viltrumite gene makes him a lot stronger.
And that's how he got rid of Conquest. Basically.
Yeah, so that's what, when they I love that you had that reaction because when they told Robert Kirkman that, he's like, shut up.
Oh, okay. Whoa, come on. That would have been so cool.
Yeah, exactly. He was like very... I don't like the way he went about it because he's like, no, that's so stupid. Like, a lot of things on Earth have adrenaline. They're like, yeah, Viltrumites aren't from Earth. Like, it makes perfect sense.
On, that makes so much sense.
Like, I was really, like, if he handled it better, I think a lot of people wouldn't have cared about the power scaling and whatnot. But then they were like, oh, then how do you explain the power scaling? The story's shit. Like, bro, the story's not shit.
Yeah.
Okay? And a lot of the times, which gets me to my overpoweredness of Superman is written, his one character flaw is he has to win.
Yeah.
Right? He has to win because he's like that symbol of hope or whatever. It's to a point where the stories of him losing, like people lose their minds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's where Doomsday killed him. They're like, what? You know what I mean? And they had to bring him back. But I think it's because he's always getting scaled up and up and up because everyone he fights, they think he has to be stronger than the one before because he already beat Darkseid, so he has to be a cosmic entity.
No, he has to,
that
makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has to. When they've put themselves in this loop that I think Dragon Ball has as well, where they really quantify how strong Superman is when it doesn't matter. The whole point is it's the story.
Yeah.
So now when they write someone that they would think
such as Invincible, the story.
No. So like a Superman villain.
Okay.
So when they would think will be compelling and whatnot, they have to put him at multiversal minimum.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
You know what I mean? And then Superman has to get some ass pulls or whatever. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that he can punch through reality. It doesn't matter that he can go through infinity. None of that matters. All they're trying to tell you is that Superman finds a way.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Like Superman has the hope and the drive, and like that's a hero.
Yeah.
A hero's job is to never give up.
Yeah.
Right? So that or what he does doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter that he's like punching a hole through another dimension. You know, none of that matters. Right. But because now that he can, the next villain has to be multi-dimensional, whatever. You know what I mean? Whereas if they didn't put themselves in that,
we gotta stick to cooking.
Oh yeah, sorry, you know what? We'll talk about this. We're yapping a bit too much here, bro. We're running out of time. Okay, my next one. This one is you're gonna think I'm cooking straight away. Superhero suits that look like military need to get out of here.
Yeah, you're cooking.
Like bring back. I'd rather spandex, bro.
Yeah, I need spandex.
Yeah,
let's get some spandex.
I'm talking like
here,
Christopher. Is it Christopher Reeves? Who's the first?
Yeah, Christopher Reeves. Let's get some spandex back, bro.
Like I don't want this padding.
I'm sick of this military suits with lines
Henry
all over
Cavill's
them.
Suit.
Amazing.
Yeah, I would have preferred the undies though. I don't know why.
Grow up.
Yeah,
grow up.
I need to.
I'm sick of you Superman fans. Oh, he needs undies on, bro. Grow up, man. Come on.
I didn't say he needs it. I really like the suit, but I would have preferred it.
Bro,
it would nice
come on. It looks trash, bro. I'm gonna be honest, undies look so trash.
I don't know. It's just that classic look. I don't know. It's like maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe
it is nostalgia.
In the big screen,
they don't look better.
Yeah.
Bro, Man of Steel suit is the best.
Like, I don't know if you've seen Loki.
Yeah.
Season 1?
Oh no, I haven't seen this one.
Okay. Yeah, then don't worry about it. Well, my last one, DreamWorks has never made a bad movie. And just to clarify, for me, a bad movie is below 5.
Do they make the Cars movies?
No, that's Pixar.
Give me a rundown of what DreamWorks made. I can't remember.
So like the Shrek series, Kung Fu
There's
Panda.
a couple trash Shrek movies. Kung Fu Panda 4 was absolute dog water.
On that, my headcanon is that doesn't exist.
No, it's too late. You're cooked.
I'm cooked. Yeah. You know what? Because I forgot about Kung Fu. I genuinely forgot about Kung Fu Panda 4.
There's always something you can hate on.
Yeah, there's always something.
I'm ready to hate.
That's what we're getting out of this. Look, whoever tells you to love, there's always something to hate.
I agree with that. Okay. All right, so I have a couple.
And if there's nothing to hate yourself.
Whoa. All right, man. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
All right.
Okay, get to your
So I have some cooked or cooking.
Let's go.
I'm going to start us off with not a controversial one. Tarzan 2 is the greatest looking superhero movie we've ever had on screen.
Greatest looking superhero movie, or like the superhero himself?
Visuals.
Oh no, yeah. Not the greatest. Would you say the best ever?
I don't know what's better.
Live action only?
Yeah, live action only.
Okay.
So Tarzan 2 is the greatest live action looking movie we've ever got. Its visuals, its suits, colors, CGI.
Talking Marvel and DC only?
Marvel and DC. Superhero movie.
Superhero movie.
I don't know what contests it.
I don't think. Yeah, I like color wise and all that. Yeah,
I genuinely don't know any movie that can contest Tarzan 2.
Yeah, Okay, you're cooking.
I'm cooking.
Yeah, I think you're cooking.
Okay. GTA 6 won't live up to the hype.
I think you're cooked.
You think I'm cooked?
Yeah,
I think I'm cooking. I don't think GTA 6 lives up to the hype.
I think. Here's the thing. Here's what I think. I think that GTA 6 at some point, like it's gonna come out, right? And people have been waiting for it so long that.
So, it's gonna come out. You don't want to put God on
that. I can't put God on that. Yeah, well, straight out, I can't. Yeah, but bro, you put me in a situation here, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I think when it does come out, people have been waiting for it so long that they're gonna check, even if it's ass. Okay, you know how bad GTA 6 has to be for people to say that GTA 6 is bad? Mm-hmm. Like it has to be mind's eye level bad.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like if it hadn't lived up to their certain hype, they're gonna bring their hype down. If there's things that they didn't want, they're gonna accept whatever they give them. I think Rockstar has that reputation where they just want GTA 6 out. They just want. Some people probably hold GTA 6 and never play it. You know what I mean? Like people just want GTA 6. They want content on GTA 6. They want to play GTA 6. Yeah. To the point where it's like they could give me a subpar 7 out of 10 game, 7 out of 10 story.
GTA 5 2.0, and you'd still be like.
GTA 5 wasn't a 7 out of 10.
What would you give it?
GTA 5?
No, I'm saying like. If they gave you like a GTA 5 2.0. Like,
okay. I thought you're saying like a GTA 5 level. No, if they give me GTA 5 level, that's what I want. But if they give me something that it's like pretty much I'm not getting anything new.
Yeah, nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy new. 8.
That's still fine enough, because there's more content.
Yeah, and like genuinely, even if it's literally they were gonna make a DLC for GTA 5, but they're like, we're Rockstar, we never do that. Let's just up the graphics and take it out. People are gonna love that game.
Wow, you know what? You're about to see Yap Wars first. I'm changing my mind, and I actually agree with you. I think GTA 6, no matter what happens.
No matter what happens.
Yeah. That was a weak handshake. Let me do it like a man.
Like a man.
All right, my last one.
Okay, your last one. And this is like when we were writing these, he was like, bro, I need a controversial one. I need a controversial.
But I can't fake it.
But you can't fake it.
That's why I was like, they're like, oh, I can't fake it.
Like, he's like, bro, I need people to hate me.
All right. I'm just going to say it. Batman vs. Superman is better than Endgame.
Batman versus Superman. We already had this discussion.
Yeah, but like I'm just being honest. I think Batman Superman's better.
Argue with the wall.
I think Batman.
Bro, you know that meme where he's taking the
I think Batman vs. Superman is better.
Bro, I can't remember what we talked about. I don't remember
Endgame
what
is trash.
Yeah, sure.
Endgame is trash.
Endgame's ass.
Are you just letting me get away with this?
I don't care.
Wait, I've said Batman vs. Superman so many times on this podcast.
Yeah, I genuinely.
You're numb to it?
I'm too old, man. I want to go home and play Cruise Desert. Whatever gets this going, man.
Well, I think Batman Superman better than Endgame.
You know what? I want you to say it to the camera that you think Batman vs. Superman is better than Endgame. I can't look him in the eye. I want you to say it to them.
Batman vs. Superman is better than Endgame, all right?
And give them your points and then let them argue.
Endgame is trash. Endgame is literally, all you think about Endgame is the final fight, which is in mud everywhere. Like, what the hell is the final fight scene, bro? There's nothing good. Hey, man.
Sorry, man.
There's nothing good about Endgame. All right, Endgame was a massive letdown. Once you guys like get over the fact that Cap picked up Thor's hammer, nothing else in the movie is worth it. It's not good.
Why would you get over that fact?
That's the only good thing in the movie, bro. The movie is trash. The first 1.5 hours, nothing happens. All right, I'm sick of people putting Endgame in like the top 5 and top 10 movies for superhero movies. It's trash. Endgame is dog water. Batman vs Superman is dog water as well, but it's less dog water than Endgame.
It's like it's hydrated dog water.
Yeah, they put a little bit of
they put a normal water in it. I said hydrated dog water. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, Batman vs Superman is better than Endgame.
Okay, you know what? You just can argue with him. I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't have
well,
energy
I just don't have any. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Hey,
yeah.
just for some context, anyone who watches the podcast frequently, I've numbed him to Batman vs Superman.
But like at this point,
in random moments where we're having fun, I'll just be like Batman vs Superman, and he'll be like, bro, come on.
yeah, like
so he's numb to it.
At this point, you guys deal with him.
All right.
Speaking about Endgame and whatnot, I want you to do something for me. You know what? I want people to know where you stand. Get up, shake that. No, you know what? Rank MCU Phase 2 only.
Let's get
all the movies.
All right.
So just for everyone out there, we have Iron Man, we have Thor, Dark World, we have Captain America, Winter Soldier. You got Game of Thrones, Guardians of the Galaxy. You got Ant-Man, and you got obviously the.
And Age of Ultron. Right?
And you got Age of Ultron.
Okay, so I'm gonna start us off. Then is that right?
Go ahead.
Okay. At number 6, at the very bottom, I have Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 almost ruined my love for superhero movies. It is so trash. I can have a whole ass Iron Man 3 rant if we had more time. You know what? Next time there's nothing on, I'm doing a whole breakdown of how this movie is so dog shit. It almost killed superhero movies for me. This movie is so trash. The humor is trash. Iron Man, I actually did like where they took him in terms of his anxiety. That's the one saving grace of the movie.
His suit up's so cool.
No,
when he did
it's
that.
trash. No, it's
What?
trash. It's trash. It's
the
trash.
one where he calls him and then he does that backflip
No. And his suit, his suit looks so ugly. It's
like
such
battle worn.
Ugly.
The battle worn?
No, it's all gold and bits of red.
Yeah, but I think that was like a. I think that was like in between suits, but they blew up all of his suits.
I hated it, bro. How you blowing up Iron Man's? You're telling me Iron Man doesn't have something around his?
I think because he called them. He told them, "This is my address. Come if you."
Yeah, but you're telling me Iron Man did that and didn't have suits on standby where Pepper Potts is? Are you out of your mind? This goes against Iron Man's character. Like, this was a horrible failure of Iron Man. Like, they misunderstood his character. If you go
back and watch all of MCU movies, Iron Man always learns from his mistakes.
But he doesn't put Pepper in danger. And he blatantly puts Pepper in danger.
I think he's never put Pepper in danger, and they wanted to put Pepper in danger so he knows that.
But he doesn't learn anything from that.
No, he did. Because this was the first time where he's like, bro, you know what? His arrogance. He's like, yeah, come. I don't care. Because he thought no one could handle him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But you're telling me with Pepper Potts in there, he's going to do that?
He's arrogant.
That's a failure of Iron Man. The director fundamentally misunderstood Iron Man. Iron Man would never do that.
Iron Man was very early at that point.
But he's 3 movies in. And if we're counting Avengers, he's 4 movies in. No, I disagree with that. So Iron Man is trash. Soundtrack trash. Villain. Who's the villain?
The
Fire guy.
Fire guy.
Fire guy.
The
instead of Mandarin, we could have had Mandarin.
Brother, why is he angry at me?
Sorry, man. You know you're kind of right. I'm sorry. But instead of the Mandarin, bro, we watched Iron Man Adventures when we were younger.
The Mandarin was crazy.
Dude, the Mandarin is so cool because he challenges the concept of science to Tony Stark, right? Bro, you took him out. First of all, you made him an Al-Qaeda terrorist, which already is bad enough. In the trailers, you're showing him as an Al-Qaeda terrorist. So you completely sacked his cultural background there. And then not only that, when we finally get to him, they make a joke. He's in his undies, he's with girls, and then the actual Mandarin is some guy who lights on fire. What?
He's not the actual Mandarin.
Okay, no. In the context of being the Iron Man villain, and at that stage, that's what they were going with.
No, but not. He wasn't like. They didn't go with him being Mandarin. They went with him.
There was no Mandarin.
Mandarin. Yeah,
but that's horrendous. That's insanely bad.
I like it from the scope of the whole world.
Bro, I'm telling you, this guy's a #1 fence sitter. Like, I thought this
even made
last
my
podcast, he can never ever admit when something is just bad and leave it at that.
Okay,
he has to go.
but-
I can understand from this point of view.
Okay,
there is no point of view. They butchered a villain to the point where he doesn't even exist in the world until they had to rewrite the whole thing for Shang-Chi. What do you mean? I can understand it from their perspective.
He didn't
For
even let me
once,
say
can you
anything.
just say yeah, it was shit and let it go?
Why would I say it if I
Because
don't
you're a
believe it?
fence sitter.
It's
You're
not
just a
fence
fence
sitting.
sitter, bro. You're a fence sitter.
In
Go,
what
tell me
way
your
is
point.
that
Go,
fence
Tell me your
sitting?
point, bro. Tell me your
I'm
point.
not even going to tell you my point. You don't even deserve to hear my point.
Because you don't have a point.
Yalla, I'll fence it.
Yeah, you're a fence sitter.
All right.
Did I hurt you that much?
No, you didn't. There's no point. You're not going to agree.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree, but you can say it.
No, it's fine.
Okay, we'll move on. I beat him again.
You beat me again.
Sorry, I took a long time in Iron Man 3, but Iron Man 3 is dog shit. Want everyone to know that. At number 5, I have Age of Ultron, another dog shit movie. Age of Ultron is trash. Ultron is trash. The only saving grace of that movie is James Spader as Ultron has some of the hardest lines in the entire MCU. But his design was dog shit. Bro, do you remember that scene where he rips open a new Ultron in front of Black Widow and he's like talking about, oh, this is the new upgrade or some shit. I'm like, but he looks the exact same. Like, what are you talking about? You had the slightest changes to him.
Which one?
Like where he captures Black Widow and because he's like, I need someone to talk to, yeah? And then he's like, whatever doesn't kill you. And then the new variant comes out and rips the thing.
Oh yeah, it's the exact same person.
Brother, he had like 2 lines changed on his face. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. Trash villain, stupid plot line of the comet. Ultron can escape into the internet, but somehow he gets blocked off by Vision. Makes no sense. He doesn't even save a variant. Ultron doesn't save a variant of himself just in case his plan goes wrong. Trash. In fact, his minions look better than he did. His minions look more like Ultron than Ultron did.
Yeah, I don't like that they made him very like comical, moving around and whatnot.
He had an interesting personality take where he was like a mix of robotic but Tony Stark as well. I still would have preferred the one from like the Avengers series or the comics or the animated movies where he's like a menace.
More robotic.
He's Ultron.
I feel like he was too emotional in this one. But then when you get James Spader, I love James Spader's acting so much that I didn't even realize I didn't like this Ultron.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I love James Spader's acting so much.
He's amazing.
He's amazing that then eventually I was like, bro, it's not a good Ultron.
Yeah,
but
he's
James
not a good
Spader is
Ultron.
crazy.
He's just so good. He makes you forget sometimes, but not good. Plotline is dumb. Somehow they saved everyone on that dumbass rock that he was about to drop. Come on, cuz. Can we have some consequences? Ridiculous.
What do you mean?
So
the Sokovia Accords, a lot of people died because of that. That's what started Civil War.
No, the Sokovia Accords came in because they were like, this could happen again. So we need control because Tony Stark created Ultron and whatnot. But no one died on that.
No, because...
not enough people died, I'd say, yeah.
Because I remember the lady that came up to Tony Stark and showed him papers or whatnot and told him, this is my son, he graduated, whatever. Instead of going on spring break, he died. And then when the general, he's like showing records, he's like, so over 2,000 or whatever people died.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah, I just
think it was just so dumb. Oh, like, how do we get these people off? And it would have been, tell me how cool it would have been. Because Cap and Tony are arguing about, bro, we got to blow this up. And Cap is like, no, there's people here, right? They would have taken it in such a cool direction if Iron Man is like, no, we're going to die if we don't do this. The world is going to die. I'm blowing this up. People die, right? But then they bring up helicarriers and Cap is the one in the right.
You think Iron Man would have killed all those people?
Yeah.
I don't think that would have been good, bro.
I think that would have been phenomenal. In fact, it would have made Civil War even more impactful.
Where Iron Man... But the thing is, like, Iron Man killing all those people.
Because Iron Man,
part of his character. You don't think that would kill his character?
No, that's not. That's in line with his character.
In the comics, yeah.
No, even in the MCU.
When has he killed people off?
No, but
he sacrifices himself in the.
Yeah, but he had. Yeah, okay, but like the dilemma is, if I don't blow up this city, then the whole world is going extinct. That's the dilemma. And he's like, time's running out. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm blowing it up. Whereas Cap is like, no, let's take longer.
Meteor.
And how are we gonna? And Iron Man's like, bro, how? How do you want us to save these people? And Cap is like, we'll find a way. We'll figure something out. At that exact moment, helicarriers come. It would have been so cool.
But
if something happened.
I think if something more dramatic happened, but I don't think where Iron Man actively murders.
But he's actively murdering them to save the world.
Yeah, but no. He's like, it's plot. Yeah, but no, wait. So you're saying that if he kills them, he's still saving the world.
so that's the whole
But
thing.
that's a lot of villains always say that. Oh, what's the point? Like, for example, that's Thanos' whole
but
thing.
in the MCU, up until that point, I think that would have been a beautiful direction to take it.
But if they took it in that direction, Iron Man has to go lower and lower and lower. He can't redeem himself from that. He can't come back in Civil War and become a lot better.
Okay, this
after
is like
having
the
killed, like,
you know the trolley problem where would you rather save one person or 5 people? Mm-hmm. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So like, I think that's what it is. It's not that Iron Man's doing something evil. It's just that he's like, well, it's 2,000 people of the world. Like I've got to blow.
But it wasn't 2,000 people.
Oh, like sorry, how much?
It was like
I heard
millions.
2,000.
No, that's how many people died. Actually, died.
Yeah. But like, it would have been hundreds of thousands,
Hundreds
whatever.
of
But
I don't know, man.
I think that would have been so cool, and I think that would have made Civil War even cooler. And that would have like added so much more weight to the lady showing like, why didn't you wait longer? Why didn't you try figure something out? And then Iron Man like having to deal with that like that.
But I genuinely don't see him being able to redeem himself.
Endgame.
No, but no one will like him anymore. Like there is no way that this character.
Who wouldn't like him? People in the world.
Us as
What do
viewers.
you mean? But like if you're stuck, like what's the other option? Going extinct.
I understand that, but you know how we always see movies or shows or whatever, with one option is to sacrifice few, and then the other option is and they never go through with the few because a hero wouldn't sacrifice anyone else's life, and it's always the villain.
I think that's weak. I think that's a cop out to just have the helicarriers come in.
I don't like if you say that I don't like it that the helicarriers came in. I think they should have suffered a bit more before they figured it out. Like they should have seen people dying and not saved everyone, because I feel like Civil War they retconned some people dying or whatever, or maybe not retconned. Like it was implied that people died, you know, but and then this the consequences of it. But I think they should have seen what the ramifications of this like what's going to happen and people dying. But him sacrificing that many people, I don't think it would.
I think you have to stop being safe with characters. You got to take them in a direction where like, because we've seen Tony up until that point. This is the 5th movie Tony is in, and he's always found a way to save people. He's always gone through things. Now it's he makes the call. We gotta kill these people because we gotta save the world.
I don't know.
I think that's such a unique direction to take his character.
I would hands down have to say, like, I've been trying to be chill this whole podcast. I think that's the stupidest thing you've ever said. I genuinely think that's so dumb. I think it's so dumb, and I'm not willing to argue. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know what? You guys let him know why it's dumb.
Yeah, you don't know what he's talking about.
No. You know what? Tell them what you just said so that they have a clear, concise what you think.
If you're not going to argue, I'm not going to continue. Number 4, I have Thor: The Dark World.
Oh shit, we're still on the MCU ranking.
Yeah, bro, I've got to go. You know what? Sorry, we've been yapping about. There's less yap for these.
Yeah.
Number 4, I have Thor: The Dark World. Not the best, not the worst movie. A bit of middle ground. A bit too short for my liking. I think it's under 2 hours. I think it needed some more time.
I think when you hate a movie, you hate it, right? And then when it's a movie you don't really care about, it's okay.
Yeah.
Thor: Dark World was ass, bro.
It was more redeemable to me than the other movies. Iron Man 3 is dog water. Bottom of the barrel. Might be top 3 worst MCU movies. Age of Ultron, I think it's like a 6 out of 10. Age of Ultron. Iron Man 3, I'm giving a 1 out of 10. I hate that movie with that burning passion. But Age of Ultron is a 6 out of 10.
Oh yeah, I have it as like a 7, 6.5.
Thor, I have a 6 out of 10 too. It just edges out Age of Ultron for me.
For me, that's the 2.
That otherwise. All right.
Like 2 out of
number
10.
3, number 3 onwards, I really like these movies.
Okay.
Ant-Man, I think is great. Fun time, great
It's
character.
like a perfect MCU movie.
It's an MCU movie,
like,
and it's you root for the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm just gonna leave it.
Number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. I love this movie, dude. It's so awesome. This is a 9 out of 10 movie. I love it. The characters, they make you care about a damn tree and a raccoon, you know? James Gunn cooks. I don't think he's ever missed.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
And then at number 1, I have probably my number 1 or 2 favorite MCU movie, Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's so amazing, bro. They hit the action, they get the spy vibe, they get Captain America as an actual force to be reckoned with. He's not just a super soldier who's using his shield. He's Captain effing America.
Yeah.
And then his speech where he gives,
That's not normal, bro.
Beautiful.
I think I would say that is my favorite.
that is, bro, like
other than maybe No Way Home.
I've got No Way Home and Infinity War probably above it, I'd say.
Nah. You know what? I haven't watched Infinity War.
But we'll save that maybe for another day.
But we'll save
But Captain America actually made me love Captain America. Captain America
you know what? The MCU made me love
all these characters. Man.
Iron Man and Captain America.
I always loved Iron Man. No, you liked Iron Man before too. Iron Man, Armored Adventures, Superhero Squad.
No, bro.
Yeah.
Iron Man, the first movie came out in 2008.
Armored Adventures came out before that, no?
No, it's because of Iron Man that they made Iron Man Armored Adventures.
Okay.
I think it came out in like 2012.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
11. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look, Iron Man said it, and then Iron Man Armored Adventures.
Okay.
Bro, I wish they continued, bro. That's so good.
It was amazing. Oh, come on, cuz. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to repeat my list, and then I'll send it off to you. For MCU Phase 2 rankings, I have Iron Man 3 at number 6, trash. Age of Ultron at number 5, dog water. Number 4, I have Thor. Number 3, I have Ant-Man. Number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. And number 1, I have Captain America Winter Soldier.
I love how you say dog water, but you give it a 6 out of 10. Like, you're so extreme with your rankings.
Dude, I hate it, but James Spader is just amazing.
Yeah,
he single-handedly carries that movie for me.
I pretty much have the top 3 and the bottom 3 exactly the same as yours.
Okay.
Because I don't think you could have them any other way.
Yeah.
So, but for me, I'll give you a quick rundown, then I'll talk about it. So, MCU Phase 2 rankings, I have Thor Dark World at number 6. I have Iron Man 3 at number 5. I have Age of Ultron at number 4. I have Ant-Man at number 3. And these two are kind of interchangeable for me. But when you brought, like how there was going to be interchangeable, but when we started talking about Winter Soldier, I have Game of Thrones.
It's the second time he said Game of Thrones.
You know what? I'm going to repeat the whole list again.
Okay.
You know, so at number 6, I have Dark World. At number 5, I have Iron Man 3. At number 4, I have Age of Ultron. At number 3, I have Ant-Man. At number 2, I have Guardians of the Galaxy. And at number 1, I have Winter Soldier.
Okay. Yeah, I like your list. Yeah. That's a good list.
Winter Soldier, bro, the Winter Soldier was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so
highway
cool,
fight scene.
Bro, when he grabs his thing.
His shield?
Not normal.
Yeah.
Elevator.
The elevator. Oh my God. There's so much in this movie.
The helicopter.
No, that's Civil War.
No.
Yeah, that's Civil War.
I just seen his arms and...
Yeah, it's just, you just dream about his arms, right?
So I'll go from the bottom. Thor Dark World was ass, bro. Like, it genuinely, for me, it was so bad. Like, I remember watching it as a MCU glazer.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, at this point, you could give me Iron Man and Captain America taking a shit in a bathroom, and I'll tell you, peak cinema. I wouldn't let anyone talk shit about any movie. You remember, anyone that had any problem with any get out of here, MCU.
I remember we came out of Age of Ultron, me and one of my friends, I'll just name Abdul, me and him were the only ones who didn't like Age of Ultron, right?
I wasn't.
Everyone else came out and they were roasting us.
Yeah.
They were like, brother, you like Man of Steel, but you hate Age of Ultron? What's wrong with you? I'm like, we don't hate it, we just don't think it was that good. No! You're wrong, it's 10 out of 10. So yeah. You were
and also just to let you know, Uzi, whenever he recounts his stories, he's always the innocent. Like,
I am innocent.
I simply want to give my opinion. Oh no, please.
You know what? You're right, because I came out of Age of Ultron talking.
That was ass. Yeah. The first, Uzi came out of Age of Ultron ready for someone to say that was good. Like he was feeling like this. He's like, yeah, say it's good. Say it's good.
You cooked me in real time.
Yeah, he couldn't wait for it. You know, Uzi, I think he rather hate a movie because the enjoyment he gets out of telling you what you like is ass.
Like Endgame.
Like Endgame? I'm not really that fond of Endgame.
Because it's trash and Batman vs Superman's better.
Okay.
But let's continue.
Number 5, I have Iron Man 3. I don't have it as low as you because I like the extremists. I like that they brought extremists, but I'll tell you why I like it. It's because I had just started rewatching Armored Adventures, and then it was just like a shout out to extremists. And you know how he gets extremists, and you know how in the Armored Adventures he starts killing. So I was like, oh shit, that was the only reason. That's honestly probably the only reason I liked it. Like because I was rewatching Armored Adventures at the time. I loved how they tackled his anxiety and what
that was great.
Going through the wormhole put him through. I really, 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 really liked the scrappy Iron Man. It really showed his genius, like when he was using those little staplers.
I think it went for too long though.
It was like 3 scenes. What do you mean?
No,
like he goes from being scrappy and then he infiltrates Pepper. He infiltrates the guy's thing. That's it.
No, I think he's without his suit for too long.
No, so he loses. Like he has his suit. He goes meets that kid.
Yeah.
He stays in his thing for like, I think a scene or two, and they make that joke about the explorer.
But then the rest of the movie is like that until the end, right?
No, and then the next scene, he has like, you go and infiltrate, or not the next scene, but like there's like 2 or 3 scenes when then they start introducing the villain properly, and then he goes, infiltrates them, and then he's held captive, and then all his Iron Man suits come.
Not at that time.
No, that's the end. At the end, all his Iron Man suits.
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean. He's Iron Man at the beginning and the end.
Yeah, but like the time that he's scrappy isn't like for like 70% of it. I think it's like about 40% of the movie, 30% of the movie. Yeah, and I really liked like them showing him with those ball, like he made like a gun out of those paintballs. Whatever. I really
underrated scene in that movie is where he's saving those people falling from the plane.
Yeah,
I think that's really good.
That was really, really cool. And I liked when he's like driving and then the truck hits him. Yeah, that was. See, this is why me and Usi work really well. Usi gives his hot take, and I bring him back down to me. And he's like, you know what? I actually appreciate this in this movie. You know, this is why we work well. Give me a hand. Oh, this. If I had my belt, you went into defensive mode straight away.
I know what I did. I know I'm wrong.
I'm sorry, man. But yeah, so that's why I think, as much as I hate, because again, I was just rewatching Iron Man Armored Adventures, and what they did to the Mandarin, I hated it. Yeah. And what I wanted to say before he interrupted me is I remember seeing someone online talking about how the reason they did that is because they liked how it was a form of like racism. People wouldn't have cared if the white man was the villain, and he wanted people to know that he was a villain. So I don't like it. Yeah, I don't think it was good. And if brother let me finish, instead of calling me a fence sitter, I would have agreed with him. That's why I waited. Yeah, but like that's what I was gonna say. That's what people were saying. I don't like that.
Such a victim, bro. Like half of that was just you being a victim.
Oh, he hurt me. He didn't let me speak.
I couldn't finish my point.
I couldn't say anything that I wanted to say. Anyway, but yeah, so I really didn't like that. There was so many other ways to do that. Don't introduce the Mandarin.
I don't like that you're looking at the camera. I want you to look at me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't introduce the Mandarin.
You look wherever you want. I'm just joking.
Now, don't introduce the Mandarin. Don't ruin his character like that. And it's coming at a time, and I think it made it worse with every single character that they, like big characters that they made just throwaway characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people that defend that, where they're like, oh, you don't really like the Mandarin. Like, yeah, maybe I didn't read that many Mandarin comics. Maybe I wasn't that invested in the comics. But bro, he was a character. I had him in this cartoon. I liked him. And then you brought him out to be this big character, and honestly, Al Qaeda terrorist, whatever. Finally, Arab representation, and he's not even Arab. And he's not even Arab. He's British. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I felt like it was at a point where everything started becoming a joke. It was bad. You know what I really, really, really didn't like that.
That started the MCU.
We can joke around whatever character. Yeah. I really didn't like that. The only thing worse than that was Taskmaster in Black Widow. Look, it's not that she was that bad if she wasn't Taskmaster. You know what I mean? If they just made her an original character, whatever, fine. But why ruin Taskmaster? You know what I mean? Like, that's Spider-Man's villain. You know, like they could have introduced him in a way where it's amazing, and they just anyway. Number 4, Age of Ultron. Other than the Tony Stark killing all these people, dog shit take. Other than that, I pretty much agree with you. Like, I think Ultron, he like, again, going back to the Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, like where he's just a mouth and like eyes flickering, whatever.
They find a way to make him so menacing. Like,
and the reason I find him so menacing is there's no humanity. He's a villain with no humanity. Like, there's no reasoning with him. There's no trying to trick him. There's no like talking your way out of this. He has a goal in his mind. He's got to set it. That's it. Again, I liked the hint they gave us that Captain America can lift Mjolnir. I really like that. The Easter eggs in that is untouchable. Like, that amount of time. I didn't like the whole thing they did with Thor. I know that they wanted.
I forgot about that.
They wanted to. There was a storyline that they wanted to follow.
A big storyline.
But they didn't end up following it, and they knew they weren't going to follow it before the movie, so cut that out. You know what I mean?
It was just so awkward.
It was so awkward, and it was out of place. And he's just, I'm like, bro, take me back to the movie. Even when I rewatch the movie, I'm like, skip this part. You know what I mean? Like, it was okay. Apparently, yeah, they wanted to do something with, like, they were going to connect it, whatever. But you knew you weren't going to do it. Cut that out. But I think if they did, that, it would have been way too short of a movie. I love James Spader.
Peak.
I love not just in this. I love James Spader. I love him in The Office.
Yeah.
I love him in Blacklist.
Yeah.
I love him in there was that attorney show. I forgot what it was called. It's like he's basically an attorney. I loved him in this. James Spader can do no wrong. Like, I love his voice. It's his voice.
Yeah,
it's just his voice and his way he just talk, the way he expresses his emotions, so good. And how cut he got when he called him Tony Stark. Tony Stark. Yeah, he got so cut. And I didn't. So this is the part where it was funny to me at the time, but I didn't like it. Like, you know when he chops off his arm, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot that humans are this squishy.
Yeah,
bro, just chop off his arm. It would have been way cooler if he just chopped
acting menacing.
Yeah, exactly. Number 3, Ant-Man. I put out number 3 because it's just a movie. You know what I mean? It's like an MCU movie. It's a good 8 out of 10
good old
at
reliable.
the time. Yeah, good old reliable. You can sit back, watch it, take my $20. You know what I mean? Like, they did nothing wrong with it. Nothing crazy. Exactly. Nothing crazy, nothing bad. It was a clear cut, which is what I miss about MCU movies, is they don't have their own stories anymore. Everything is endgame level.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Endgame level. Eternals, literally a Celestial who's being born out of the... Where is that? You know what I mean? Like, all these movies. Even Shang-Chi, a movie that up until the final fight, I would have considered a 9.5 out of 10. Fight scenes, I mean, everything. There's a dragon now. Why? Like, let him fight Mandarin. You know? That's why I think Ant-Man, amazing. It was very good, all reliable. His villain was good, you know. It was his own down-to-earth thing, not Avengers level threat. Number 2 and number 1, genuinely, it was a toss-up. Guardians of the Galaxy, in my opinion, is teetering on a 10. Like,
you made a crazy sound there.
Yeah, like, I don't even know what that was. It's teetering on a 10.
Okay.
Like, it genuinely may be sitting on like a 8.6, 9.6, 9.7, you know, something like that. Like, there's a few things I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember. You remember how I told you how I rate movies? I remember there was a thing, like a tiny thing that I didn't like, but I'll have to go back on it and watch it. I genuinely think I'm gonna say it's a 10.
Yeah, amazing.
Like you said, James Gunn doesn't miss. He hasn't missed, bro. He didn't even miss with Creature Commandos.
I didn't get around to watching that.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Like, a show no one cared about. Even his Suicide Squad, like the first Suicide Squad, they had the heavy hitters, Harley Quinn, Enchantress, Deadshot, Will Smith playing Deadshot. You know, they had all these heavy hitters and whatnot. And then he had the shark that everyone loved. Like, bro, the way he makes you love these characters. And the polka dot guy.
Yeah, how do I care for polka dot?
You know what I mean?
I care about him.
Where the rat girl.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I care about these characters. Bro,
Wallah.
Peacemaker.
He's
a big deal now.
Peacemaker series.
Yeah.
Amazing. I think maybe season 2, I still haven't watched it, but people were saying it wasn't good. I will have to go back, retract my statement maybe.
But people are not saying it's good because they...
Retconned?
No. There's a lot of anti-racism and Nazi shit in there. And then you already know those Nazis. No, how dare they show that Nazism is
You know
bad.
what's funny? Like, a lot of those people, like those racist, white supremacists, whatever, they watch a show. Like, for example, how could you be like a racist white supremacist and watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
like
the whole point is
like, you're the villain here. Like, you should be angry at this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, forget about them. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, amazing. It was so good, I started picking up Guardians of the Galaxy comics. I was like, I need more. I need more. And for those of you saying, oh, you guys are posers, whatever, I was like, what, 14?
Yeah.
When did this movie come out? 2013?
2014.
24. Yeah, I was 15 at the time. You know, like I was too busy reading comics. And then
as much as everyone wants to say, bro, we can't get around to every comic. We've played all these games, movies, TV shows. Like, we've gotten into a lot. Like, we don't have time to also do comics, right?
Yeah. Like, honestly, it's we find comics. Like, for example, Superior Spider-Man. I wanted to read that whole line. I went back and read it. Like, there was the
line that you like.
Exactly. You know what comics I read? When I was young, we went to this secondhand market. It's in Blacktown, secondhand market. we went there. This guy gave me for $5 a box of comics. Half of them were broken or whatever.
Yeah.
There was like maybe 60, 70 of them that were like I would read issue 400 and something of one thing and then go read a whole different comic. That's why like it's all jumbled everywhere and I just know bits and pieces. But then eventually when I want to go back and read a comic, I don't mind. But bro, to be like, we're not going to sit here and say that we've read every single line of every single comic for every movie. Like bro, we watch the movies, you know, we've played the games. We've watched the TV shows, watched the animated movies, anime, blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, what do you want
There's too much.
There's too much. Like, at some point, you know, there's people that are die-hard.
We like everything.
We like everything. Exactly, like, we're not die-hard comic fans. We're not die-hard manga fans. We're not die-hard anime fans. Yeah. We take what we can from whatever. Anyway, and then finally, I think we're getting towards the end, and we want to talk about comics, so I'm not going to say too much about Winter Soldier. Peak. Yeah, I said a lot about Winter Soldier when you were talking about it. Peak. I genuinely think it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Like, it's up there for my MCU top MCU movies.
Cool. Look, I had two things, but I think we'll save that for next week. We're kind of towards the end.
Yeah.
Do you want to do we did get a request for two things, which, you know, I did promise them I was going to do for this thing. So maybe we'll get to it a little bit quick.
We have like 10 minutes maybe.
All right, cool. So the first one, we keep it short and sweet because you haven't got around to it. So I'll just talk about it. Daredevil Season 2. Daredevil Born Again Season 2. It's going all right so far. So far, nothing too crazy. I won't say it's a must watch. You go and watch this right now. There's nothing that crazy in the show so far.
Yeah.
What I do like is that it mirrors real life in that whatever Kingpin says, whatever his followers say, that's what everyone goes with. And Karen reaches a point where like she's like, what's the point? We've put this guy in prison. We always put evidence against him, but his like supporters and whatnot, they don't care. And which I feel like really mirrors current life politics.
Yeah, exactly.
Where whatever the person says, like that's what.
Yeah, and I remember when Homelander, which is why I was a bit disappointed. You remember in Homelander, end of season 3, where he kills a guy in front of everyone, and they were just like, I was like, bro, this guy can go crazy now because he wants his fan, but they didn't do anything with it. But yeah, like it's at a point where, bro, you're supporting someone that's literally ruining your life.
But
you know what I mean?
They
don't care. They're blinded by it. And I love when the things we watch teach us about life. You know what I mean? Like you're not just mindly watching something. Exactly. You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? Maybe like 10 years ago, you would have said that. There's no way that people are like there's evidence out there and people are going to support Kingpin. This doesn't make sense. But,
bro, now like it would have been far fetched. To think that someone provided with proper evidence would
but they don't care. It's got good shock moments. Some moments you're like, whoa. And like some characters that are introduced and they're played a little differently.
I want to see his new suit.
His new suit, that's the next one I was going to get to. Really good, really cool. I think it suits his character so well, man. And then the final positive I have is that Karen and Daredevil's relationship is finally, I feel, where it should be. Where it's not them contending each other. Bro, we don't care. We're on like season 5 now. Let's give them their
lock in.
And they have. Daredevil trusts her. There's no I gotta protect you bullshit. No, Daredevil trusts her and he trains her, which is awesome. He's like, okay, I need your help.
I love that, bro.
Yeah, like
you know, especially even with Spider-Man or whatnot. Like if you're worried about it, you go train them. You know what I mean?
Which is what Daredevil's decided to do.
To at least defend themselves.
Absolutely. So that's the positives I have. There's two negatives I have, which is there's no Punisher in this season.
Oh, really?
So like they came out and said no Punisher.
Maybe because he was filming in Brand New Day.
That's the thing. They already said because he's filming Brand New Day and his own one shot. Yeah. Still, I feel like Daredevil is great.
Movie?
It's a one shot. It's like maybe an hour
50
and a half.
Hour and a half.
Something like that. But I feel like Daredevil is great, but Daredevil and Punisher
is not normal.
Is perfect.
By far, season 2
beautiful.
Is the best, in my opinion, other than the Hand stuff.
Take out the Hand and it's the best season of TV show I've ever seen.
I think season 3 is.
Yeah, I agree.
I think season 3 is. If I were to rank... I'm just going to quickly...
Go ahead and rank them.
I'm just going to rank my top 3 Daredevil scenes. At number 3, I Beat You. I have I Beat You. At number 2, I have the stairs scene where he's like fighting everyone and going up the stairs. At number 1 is them two on the rooftop talking.
Oh, beautiful.
Nothing beats that.
Bro, I agree.
They, other than the Hand, did not miss with the...
They didn't. They were perfect with the
perfect. Those 3 seasons were not all three. I think the first season was a bit of that Netflix thing at the time that they would do, where they'll drag out the whole season to give him the suit at the end. But I didn't mind. Charlie Cox was amazing.
Low-key, I didn't mind because I love that suit. Bro.
Yeah, that he's normal.
I love that suit.
He's
Dude,
what's his
with
name? Ropes.
So cool.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. No, you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what's the next thing that people want to talk about?
Sorry, the final point for Daredevil season 2 is that I feel like it needs a bit more Daredevil. A bit more action, just to get it going. Yeah. All right. So, what people wanted us to talk about, because people really liked our top 3 Spider-Man villains. We did get a request for top 5 villains.
Oh, top 5 villains.
So, yeah, I think we'll get through those a little bit quick. You know what? Let's take our time.
Take our time, bro. Who cares?
Yeah, we are the Yap Wars.
We are the Yap Wars.
All right,
you start us off.
Oh, okay. I'll get us started then. So
just say him and then give you a reason.
So I have my top 5 villains across all media. I'm going with number 5, Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oi.
Bro, okay. I can't yap about that too much. But top 5 villains, I have Negan at number 5. At number 4, I have Reverse Flash.
Holy goddamn.
Holy goddamn.
Yeah.
At number 3, I have Ramatra from Overwatch.
Ooh,
at number 2, I have the Joker. And at number 1, I have my favorite villain of all time, the Green Goblin.
Yeah. They just hate him in.
They just hate him.
They just hate him in.
So I just want to quickly go through them. Negan. The charisma of Negan, I could have probably put him higher here. I just don't like how they turned him into an anti-hero.
I was about to say that, yeah.
If he didn't go through that path, I think he would have been number 2.
I hate it when they do that.
I hate it, yeah. But, bro, his charisma, the lines he'd drop.
Where's Rick? Don't care.
Oh, bro. Like, there's a scene where he kills one of Rick's men, and then he says, say thank you. And Rick is like, thank you. He's like, I just slid my thing down your throat and you thanked me for it. Like, that's amazing, bro. He's so
but that's
good.
Ultimately what happens with villains that are so good,
so well liked and so good.
Yeah, that they eventually they can't bring them into the story and make them evil all the time. But that's why I love it when they do.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
So Negan's my number 5. At number 4 I have Reverse Flash. Hater man. This guy just hates Barry with every fiber in his being. Man. Yeah. He is probably in this list the biggest hater man. Yeah. Like, he's just insane level of hate. At number 3, I have Ramatra. That's a very random choice.
I don't know who that is.
From Overwatch.
Oh, the big robot that yeah. He's like the opposite of the Buddha.
Yes,
he's like a spiritual guy, but he's like violent.
So the reason why I like him is because he's good guy turned evil, and he's not someone who's planning to be redeemed or the storyline is redeeming. He is just humans are going after my kind, and he has this one line that I really like: Omnics are one generation. I'm not gonna let this generation fizzle out. Yeah. And his whole thing is I am going for humans because Omnics are not surviving with humans around. Yeah. And in fact, his evilness and his villainy, whatever the word is, takes him so far that he's like, you know what? Omnics are siding with humans. I'm going to take away their free will because they don't know what's better for them. Like, he's just so twisted in his reality.
That you're not allowed to go against.
It's whatever he says. That's
but as a robot, can't they just turn him off?
No, so it's interesting how they did it in that each of them have their own sort of soul. Like, the way they've taken it is that each of these Omnics have their own soul.
How so?
So the way it was I'm not fully actually I am. I'm pretty invested in the lore, but from memory, it's that they had one AI that was created to be a human and whatnot, and then other AI started to go rogue, so they used her to sort of spread free will among the Omnics. And now each of them have their own soul
and personality.
So they're all different people. They all can't necessarily be turned off.
Okay.
All right. At number 2, I have the Joker. Arkham Asylum Joker is my favorite version of the Joker. Ooh. He is just evil.
When's the Titan Joker?
Arkham Asylum.
Asylum.
And then Arkham Knight, where he just tortures Jason Todd. Yeah. It's horrific, dude. You will walk through sections of Arkham Knight where you're just walking around and you'll hear Jason Todd screams. Yeah. And you hear him even scream Mom, which, by the way, his mom left him as a kid, tortured him as a kid and left him, by the way. So this woman
imagine
hates
what
him,
this guy,
he's just being tortured that much where his mom, can you imagine what the Joker would have... The thing is, they never really revealed what Joker did to him. Yeah. All you know is that Joker made him go through hell.
Yeah, and I like it that way. It doesn't matter what he went through.
Don't show us what he went through.
Because no one will ever be satisfied.
Because it's the Joker. You don't know how twisted he is. You have no idea what he's done to Jason.
Exactly.
So evil, so menacing, amazing. And then Green Goblin is...
Hater man.
Hater man. Like, he is evil, dude.
Evil.
So, he killed Gwen originally in the comics, right? But then they added a more evil version for some reason. Where he they grow up, like, bro, he's evil, man. We're gonna have to
bleep that up, but...
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to try to find out. I'll bleep that out.
Look at the time.
Okay. Yeah. I'll look to bleep that out. But yeah, dude, he's just evil. His whole goal is to just make Spider-Man suffer. He doesn't care about anything else. So 100%. That's my top 5 villains.
That's a cracker top 5 list. This is mine. So at number 5, I have Vilgax. At number
I like that.
At number 4, I have Eisen. He's from Bleach. Yeah. At number 3, I have Joker. At number 2, and these top 2s are because Hater Man. Number 2, I have Reverse Flash, and number 1, I have Doctor Doom.
Oh, I like the Doctor Doom mention.
So I'll start with number 5. Vilgax for me it's just a menace.
Okay.
I don't know, it's because they couldn't find anyone as good as Vilgax, so they just kept bringing him back. But bro, he was such a menace from when he was 10, and he's just like, bro, I gotta kill Ben. I just gotta kill Ben. And the fact that he keeps powering up and getting his ass whooped, and now he hates him even more. He's like, brother, I gotta kill Ben. Like, what's he doing to me? You know, and the Ben could, like, up until the end, Ben's like 16. You know, they stop at Omniverse where he's 16. You know, and he's beating this guy's ass who's 1,000 years old, has like universal powers, and he's getting his ass whooped.
Can you imagine the rage of
bro? He's like,
what more do you want from me?
Like he's sitting there, like whenever someone talks to him, Sire, get out! Get out of my room! Anyway, at number 4, I have Eisen. Eisen to me is pure evil. Like when you first introduced to him, he's shown as like, oh, you know, I'm good. Oh, you know what? This might be a spoiler for Bleach for anyone that watches Bleach, but he's shown as like, oh yeah, I'm good and whatnot. And then he turns evil, and obviously everything's orchestrated based on his plan. And then as he goes into the story, and the more they try to like beat him, and the levels that this man is thinking at, like you're playing chess, he's using a nuke on your ass. You know what I mean? Like the levels this man is thinking at, like Ichigo will think of something, and then he'll be like, I know. And then he'll have something for that. Like he'll have something on something, and he's just so meticulous, and he's so calm that eventually when he does crash out, you're so happy because you're like, finally we got his ass. You know what I mean? Like Ichigo's finally, like, he powers up, whatever, and then Aizen is like, what the hell, bro? I didn't plan that ahead. I didn't think you know what I mean? I love that. At number 3, I have the Joker. Honestly, there's not even much to be said. Like, iconic, he is the villain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you think of villain, you think Joker.
Exactly, yeah. At number 2, I have Reverse Flash. Bro, no one hates their superhero
not like him
as much as him, except for number 1. And I'll explain why.
Okay, yeah.
But Reverse Flash is the biggest hater on God's green earth. He literally would just be going about his day, Barry, and he'll do something. He'll like kill his mum. He'll send him back in time. Whatever he does, like he cannot fathom the idea that Barry's smiling right now. No, he's like, he looks at him and he hates him. And that's why I have him at number 2, because I love hater man.
You love your hater man.
Yeah, like I love a villain that's literally only a villain because he hates the main character. I love that. You know, like, oh no, because my family was... No, bro, I just hate this guy. Like, I hate this guy. Which is why at number 1, I have Doctor Doom. And a majority of the time, like, we do see iterations of Doctor Doom where he's not a villain. Like, not a villain per se. Like, doesn't want to take over the world or whatever. Or, like, he does.
He's just a ruler of, like,
he's
Latvia,
ruler of his Latvia, yeah. But, bro, I love how meticulous he is and how he's thought of everything. And they can't do anything but bring Reed Richards into the room. And this man loses his shit. Like, he actually, there's times where in the comics, he's in control of everyone. He's literally in control of everyone. Not a single sweat dropping down his body. He doesn't give a care. But he's like, brother, I've thought about all of this. What are you going to do to me? You know what I mean? And then Reed Richards steps into the room. And he's like, this mother, like he just can't stand Reed Richards being there, and he'll beat his ass, and he'll like throw everything he has at him, and he slips up, and they beat him. He literally loses because of his hatred for Reed Richards, and he doesn't care. He'll come out like he has a contingencies so that he could, if he ever gets caught, because he wants to go ruthless on Reed Richards, and I love that. I love that. His hater man energy is just so good. It's the best, bro. That's awesome. And I think that's it for us today. It's a bit of a long one. I thought we weren't going to have that one. A bit of a long one, but you know what? Natural yappers. That's what we are. Yeah, so thank you guys very much. You know, follow us on all our socials. They'll be in the description. Make sure you put them in the description at least.
I think you're editing this one.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you guys so much. And again, keep the comments coming. We love reading your guys' comments. Even though you guys are like roasting us a lot of the time, trust me. When you roast him, I love it. When you roast me, he loves it. So just keep him coming. And there's always going to be someone that's hating on someone else.
And don't forget to watch Batman vs Superman.
The best movie. You know what? I've come around to it. It's the best movie ever. Let's just cut it here. Batman vs Superman is the best movie ever.